Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be planning out in my catch-all. This is the week of the 14th through the 20th, which we are currently on. And it was already planned out. It was something I ended up having to do after I did my updates, simply because there wasn't going to be any room for it in this week's schedule for filming. We are going to be doing the 21st through the 27th today. And I'm actually going to be using Robin's spring reading collection. So there's the Spring Girls. There's spring books and spring reading. So we also have the Brook colored boxes. And I have a new set of those as well as an original set, and then Meadow as well. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And of course, I always have her scripts on hand. I buy her scripts and then I put them in these reusable books. So I have all that here. Now, let's go ahead and get these off the discs and get started. Let me put this to the other side. Okay. All right. So, first thing I usually do is start by, of course, whiting things out. So let's start there. One of these days I'll remember to do that before I start filming. I think I remembered once, in the whole time. And then that's it. It went out the window. Okay. I always white out the to-do and the notes. This is kind of where I put trackers or whatever. I think I might add some brown boxes in here. And I do have a set of brown trackers she sent me to go with the other reading collection, but I think I'll use it with here because there's still some really pretty brown. So let me grab those. So these are the Coffee Trio boxes, and that's what this tracker matches. So we're going to go ahead and add in some of these. This way there's like 3 different color boxes, which I do like having. So let's go ahead and see what I'm going to do up here first. I kind of almost think I want to do them up there. And I think I'm going to. Yeah, this works out perfect up here. And it fits like super nice there. All right, now I know I'm going to be doing the tracker at the bottom, but I'm also going to be doing a box to mark what kit this is. Do I want to do the Brook or let's do the Brook. Let's put this and then we'll do the tracker right on top of it. Okay. That looks good there. What I'm going to do though is just white out that last little dot that kind of semi shows. Oh no, not that one. That was the wrong one. Shoot. All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to put something else there. Maybe we'll put a little header. Okay, so maybe now we'll do one of these headers and put this here. That works. Okay. Now, there's so many cute images on here. All right, let's get rid of this first. Okay, so let's start with what I know I'm going to need to put down here. I think what I'd like to do is actually take one of these darker brown boxes, or maybe even still the lighter brown, and put it up here. Because I like to put that up there to kind of separate things. Do I want this week there? Maybe I'll do to-do. Put that there. And maybe down here we'll put this week. That works. And I think I'm going to take and put one of these small little book piles down there. One of these small ones. And then this way that'll be there when I mark what kit this is. And that'll look really cute. Okay, so now, Monday is always my day for errands. How do I want to mark that? You know what? I could just mark it with dots. I think that's a good idea. Let's maybe do on Monday, we'll start with blue. Oh, you know what? I didn't do any kind of header or anything here. You know what? Hold on one second. Let me see if I still have the washi from one of the other kits. Okay, I used up her washi in the other couple of setups I did using her Spring Butterflies and Spring Garden. So I found this one that has the script on it, which is super cute. And considering this is kind of like a reading theme, I think that'll be fun. So I think we're going to go and do this across the top here, and then we'll put the dates on, and then we can kind of figure out where we want to go. So let's pop this right in here. All right. That looks cute. And I might even do it again at the bottom here where I mark the dinners, just because then it'll be nice and cohesive. There we go. And this one's a little bit more translucent, so it's kind of easier to see the line underneath it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's adding a nice touch to it. Let's go back to doing it this way. Okay, and just this last spot down here, which goes right above that box. Yeah, this looks good. I like this. There we go. Okay. All right, now we're off to a better start. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I still have some of these left. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these for the days. I haven't started making up my own yet, but I will be. And I think Robin is as well, so. I know she's got a lot of things in the works right now, so. There's that. All right. Cute, cute, cute. I'm gonna have to get out one of my other sheets for the dates, because that one, I just used this in my other planner for the week that we're on. So I'll have to get another set out, but I can do that later. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second. Okay. All right. And then what I'll do when I get the numbers out is I'll just put it right down below. So that'll work out good. Okay, now let's go back to when I'm running errands. So I don't necessarily, I mean, like I know I'm running errands. So I think what I'm gonna do is just put like a few dots there to signify that's what I'm doing. So I think I'll just put like 3 dots. Maybe I'll put 4. Trying to debate if I should bring one of the deeper, you know what, I can bring in one of the deeper browns. That'll be fine. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. So that works. Let's see. What else do I have going on? So Tuesdays when I do the pick up the yard and trash out, I can do a box for that. Let's go ahead and maybe do this one. And I think what I'll do is set a stack of books or something on top of this. Let's see, what do I have here that I can do? You know what, I like this one. Let's do this one. These are a little bit more muted, so I'm trying to make sure all the stuff I'm doing is going to, you know, blend. You know, I think I'm gonna drop that box down just a little bit more. Let's drop it down to like here. All right, that should work better. Yeah, that works a lot better, in fact. Perfect. And then the date will still have plenty of room there. So that'll be my pick up the yard and trash out for the last time before trash day. Now, trash day, I'm going to mark, I think we'll do that with the medium color box since we introduced that color over here. So I think I'll put that up here. Preferably a little straighter than that. All right, that looks better. Okay, I like that. And then it's kind of joined in a little bit. I like it. Okay, now, let's see. Thursday's usually the day I do my grocery list. I don't need to necessarily signify that, but what I do want to do is Friday's another day I run errands. So, this is crooked. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I think I'll do another 4 dots over there. And let's see, we started with the brook, so let's do that here as well. And then the lighter color. Then meadow. And then brook again. Perfect. Okay, so that works. Okay, now Saturdays, we don't typically do much of anything. That's usually like our TV day. So I think what I'll do is just put a box here. We'll do the blue one. And I'm actually gonna drop this one down quite a bit. And then I'm gonna do another box here for Chicken Soup Sunday. Let's do this one. You know what, I'm gonna have these touching a little bit, I think. So let me move this one over a little bit. And a little crooked. Started out good. I had it lined up and then I got off track apparently. There we go. Okay. So this will be my TV time. So whatever we watch on the TV, and then that'll be, of course, Chicken Soup Sunday. Now, what I also want to do is, let's see. I think I'm going to put them here. Okay. And then a lot of times I have like a planning time on Saturday or Sunday, so I can put that in a little bit later. I think that'll be fine. I might put something else down at the bottom though. Let's see. Let's kind of clean me up a little bit here. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else I need to mark in? So we've got the errands. That's fine. I've got my pick up yard, trash out, trash day, and then more errands. Okay. And then we've got the TV time and Chicken Soup Sunday. So I'm thinking I'd like to do something a little bit down here. Let's see what we can do down there. I kind of really love this. But I also really love this because this has a little bit more of that brown tone in there. So let's do that. And I'm thinking about adding a stack of books up there as well. Oh, that's cute down there. I like that. And let's see. One more stack of books. Ooh, which one do I want? There's yellow there. I don't want to go too much yellow. Let's see. I kind of like this one better, I think, over there. Okay. And then this one will go right up here. There we go. That looks a little better. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so that works out really, really nice. Let me grab my pen. Let me kind of put some of this stuff off to the side. I will go through what we used here in just a minute. But let me grab the planner so I can go ahead and put this in there and then start writing in some of the things we need to do. Why is this? Oh, this is the wrong planner. That's why. I grabbed the wrong one. Good Lord. Okay, here we go. This is the right one. Okay, that's what happens when you're filming more than one video at once. Okay, so we have this week, and this is going to be the week of, let me see again, the 21st. Yeah, so this is the week of the 21st. I like the way this turned out. I really think this is cute. Let me go ahead and write a few things in. So here we're going to put dishes, laundry, and then Bob, because I usually help him track his schedule for work. We're going to do pick up yard and trash out. And then this is trash day. All right. And then over here is TV time. I'll just write in what we're watching. And then, of course, this is Chicken Soup Sunday, which the week before it's Easter, so we won't be going because they're closed. So you can bet we will be going here. So that is Robin's kits. Let me go ahead and show you what we used. Of course, you guys know I use her scripts. I did use the Planner Kate Days, but as I make my own, I'll be doing those. And I know Robin mentioned, I think she's going to be making those as well. So I'll get back to you on that when those are available. But yeah, so we have here the Spring Girls, the Spring Books, and the Spring Reading, which are absolutely all adorable. I usually like to use these in my reading planner, like in my general setup. But you know, I've decided they don't get enough attention. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and this turned out so good. It's a nice neutral springy look in the planner, and I love it. So of course, these are the Brook colored boxes, which I still have quite a few left. These are the Meadow colored boxes, and then of course the Coffee Trio boxes, which I absolutely love. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will link all of these goodies down below. And if you have any questions, of course, leave them down there for me. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.